Gibson, welcome back to Coach Says. It's been a while since we spoke. Last time you spent a lot of time talking about the intensity of practice and how you're going to change the attitude and build that family atmosphere. Can you bring us up to speed on the status, how it's been going, and how you look at it right now?
Sure. Right now the intensity is good. It's better. It's nowhere near where we want it to be at this point. We're trying to get better each week. The way we have set up practice is to keep the intensity up. We run short blocks of periods, whether it's inside run, Pascal, team period. So we try to keep them moving, try to keep the intensity up. Right now, I feel like there's a lot of energy vampires out there. They're running around sucking the energy right out of us. We're going to try to really focus on getting that out of our system and keep the intensity up. It's better from the beginning, but it's not exactly where we want it to be at this point. We want to be a little bit better with that. So we're working. We'll get there.
You also have another challenge/opportunity on your hands. You've brought in a lot of new players, especially it seems to be a focus around the line of scrimmage. How's the integration of those players, and what does the addition mean?
Well, you know, when I got here originally, one of the things that we talked about was building a foundation. Just like a house, the first thing that you want to build is the foundation, and then you build the walls and the roof. So in football, the foundation is the line of scrimmage, and we've built depth at both offensive and defensive lines. It's been great. The guys that we've brought in have been working really hard. The energy level of their attitudes is high, and it's actually been contagious. Without naming those guys, they have really put forth the effort. The integration has been great. The guys have really accepted them, and we're starting to build a unit. We're starting to build a little bit of a family atmosphere in terms of compartmentally. The offensive line is starting to build some unity. Our defensive line is starting to build a unity. Now when we start to bring those groups together, we're gonna build a unity, a family atmosphere throughout the whole team. But specifically, the guys that we've brought in, and they've come from a long way. Some of the guys have come from HC, Griffins. Those guys have been a great addition. They've been working really hard. They put in a lot of time, and they're integrating real well. The guys are really getting along with them. It's been a real pleasure so far.
So a lot of new things, but also some things that actually remain the same. It was recently announced that the farm agreement with the Grays will continue. How do you see that cooperation, and what does it mean for the Griffins?
I think it's a great thing for the Griffins. Eckerby has been one of the best teams in Division One. Last year, I believe they only had one loss, and they've been really successful. The guys that have been coming down from Eckerby have really been tremendous in helping us build. The guys have played in years past, but those guys are getting better. They've actually started to bring some more guys down with them, so we're getting a little bit more depth, and those guys are getting better. So the cooperation, I think, from our standpoint, is good in terms of we're getting quality players to play with us, but some of the other guys that are coming down are also getting better. They're getting to practice with us, and they're getting better, and they're only going to help in the long run in terms of helping us build some more depth.
But turning the question around and looking from the Grays' point of view, what does cooperation mean from them? And I'd also like to hear the ambition for Division One this year.
Okay. Well, the biggest thing that I think we can offer is we've got some new players that have enrolled in our program, and they have a tremendous amount of upside. So these guys don't know football very well yet. They're athletic and big and strong, but they're not football ready yet for the Super Series. So I think from our side, we can have them play a Division One season or maybe half a season as they practice with us. They get better, but they get to play the games every week. And the best way to get better is game time. So you can practice, but until you get the actual game experience, that's when you really see the benefit. So our guys will be benefiting from playing from Eckerby, but also Eckerby is going to be benefiting from having those guys on the roster because they're getting better each week with the practice with us. So the ambition for the Grays should be to win it all. This year more than I would say than even years past. The guys that they have are good. They're Super Series ready. The guys that have been playing and practicing with us, but also the guys that we're cooperating and playing with the Grays from the Griffins are players that I think can really help them, and I think it's going to continue to be a successful season for them. So a championship is in the works again for them, hopefully.
All right, you seem certain of that. That's good. And then as preparations go on for the Griffins, one of the things we're looking forward to is second half of March, a big training camp. And also that'll be wrapped up with a preseason game against the Gold Diggers, who unfortunately lost in the final to the Razorbacks last year, but a strong team. How do you see that challenge and taking on the Gold Diggers in a preseason game?
Well, anytime you get a quality opponent to work with you or cooperate with you is always great. Obviously, the ambition for us is to use this scrimmage to get better. Our number one goal right now is the Stockholm Mean Machines week 1. We want to be 1-0. But when you get a quality opponent like the Gold Diggers, and we understand they're one of the best teams in Denmark, to come have a joint weekend with us where we can work Pascal inside run, we can do some special team stuff, but then we can culminate an actual game scrimmage to mimic what we're going to do week 1 is only going to be a benefit for us. And having a quality opponent like the Gold Diggers is something that we can use to evaluate our players and evaluate where we're at going into week 1. We're really excited about the opportunity. We know what kind of challenge they're going to present, and what we can get out of it is going to be huge going towards week 1.
And we're piling things on you. Not only are you new to the Swedish league, now we're also bringing and introducing the Danish league. How is preparation for a preseason game against a team like the Gold Diggers in terms of preparation compared to a normal game? How much do you study the Gold Diggers specifically to get prepared for that game?
Yeah, it's a good question. So we're going to treat this like a game week. So basically what we'll do is we'll evaluate the film, we'll see what they do, what their tendencies are, because the preparation part of football is the best. If you don't prepare properly, you have no chance to win. So our guys need to learn what the proper preparation steps is, and those are evaluating film, going through a scout look team. Offensively and defensively, we need to get used to that. We need to get in that mode, but also look at where their strengths and weaknesses and how we can slow down their strengths and exploit their weaknesses. And that's something we do through film and preparation. So having the guys clearly understand what we're looking for when the game scrimmage comes, we can use that and say, all right, this is how we do it in week 1, but this is a period that we can use to practice to get better at preparing, because preparing is just like anything else. If you do it properly and you do it 100%, it's just as effective as practice. So that's the ambition coming from a scrimmage. Now, having it from the top team in Denmark is an added benefit. I mean, we're getting to play top talent. We're getting to see speed like we've never seen before. We're getting to play against or practice against a different color jersey. Sometimes you get into a practice setting and you're hitting the same color jersey who might be your friend or might not be your friend, but now you get a new speed, a new jersey to hit. You get the adrenaline flowing. It feels like a game. It looks like a game. It pretty much is a game, except for it doesn't count towards the standings. You get that benefit, and having the Gold Diggers, who's one of the best teams, is huge for us. So we're looking forward to it. Should be fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Appreciate your time, Coach, and we'll talk again soon.
Great. Thanks for having me.